The Russian military has killed at least 29 people and injured 213 others by striking Ukraine with missiles from North Korea in 2024, the Prosecutor General's Office of Ukraine has said. At the same time, all electronics in North Korean KN-23 ballistic missiles are Western-made.
These are the remains of the missile body. All this stuff in is foreign. There's nothing Korean, only the metal that quickly rusts.
About 70% of the components are made in the United States, a Ukrainian intelligence official told CNN on conditions of anonymity. In addition, the DPRK uses parts made in Germany and Switzerland.
Microchips are mainly from the United States, and the manufacturing country could be China, Malaysia or Taiwan, but the headquarters are in the United States.
All signs point to Pyongyang importing Western components through China, experts say. At the same time, some components are counterfeited by China.
We have successfully traced some of those components, and the last known custodians are Chinese companies. That means Chinese firms bought the components from manufacturers and a series of intermediaries. The diversion rarely happens at the plant that makes the components. Damian Splitters, Deputy Director of Operations at Conflict Armament Research, in a comment to CNN.
Russia itself has been restoring to similar grey schemes of parallel imports for years. Western components are in every Russian UAV and every Russian missile. The head of the Ukrainian intelligence service, Kyrylo Budanov, is convinced. For example, the Federation used American, German and Swiss components in the creation of the S-70 Hunter combat drone. They also used parts from the USA, Switzerland and the Netherlands to manufacture the Gerbera fake drones.
No manufacturing organization is yet responsible for any of these supplies. We believe that if any of these manufacturers were responsible for the amount of microelectronics found in, let's say, Russian missiles, they would really start to do more in that regard. Władysław Własyuk, Ukrainian Presidential Commissioner for Sanctions Policy.
Combating Russia's circumvention of previously imposed restrictions will be the goal of the EU's 15th package of sanctions. It is likely to expand the EU blacklist. It will include new individuals who will be banned from entering the territory of the Union, and their assets will be blocked in Europe, as well as companies that violate the EU sanctions regime.
When we apply sanctions, Russia tries to find a way around them. That is why we must actively work against such attempts. One of the elements of the future 15th sanctions package will definitely be measured against Russian ships involved in Russia's so-called shadow fleet, which is used to circumvent the oil price cap imposed by the G7. This is something that should be on our agenda. Valdis Dombrovskis, Vice President of the European Commission at a meeting of the EU Council of Ministers for Foreign Affairs.
The European Commission may unveil the draft of the 15th package of sanctions against Russia next week, without waiting for Hungary to be replaced by Poland in the EU presidency. According to Władysław Własyuk, the Ukrainian president's commissioner for sanctions policy, the 15th package of sanctions contains about 70 items in various areas and will technically be ready in December this year or early January 2025. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Valeria Nekapelova, UATV News.